What's going on to all of my Capricorns out there? So let's get into this real quick. Like I said, my videos are raw. My videos are uncut. I don't really edit my videos like that, unless my videos end up getting cut short, and then I have to edit it. But let's clarify this. So I ain't gonna say clarify, but I'm saying reading. You know what I mean? Okay, so for you Capricorns, we have the Nine of Swords, Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Two of Swords, Page of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Lovers, interesting, the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So a lot of 8 cards, a lot of 9 cards here. Okay. So what I'm seeing here for you Capricorns, right? No major arcana that represents Capricorn. Okay, so for you Capricorns, you have the Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm seeing you Capricorns kind of worried about if you're going to get yourselves into a relationship soon. The Nine of Swords, you're overly worried about something, but I've pretty much put into perspective what it was. Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, a relationship. Are you going to get yourselves into a relationship even fairly soon? A functional one. So you have to take into consideration, Capricorn, that I've said this before. If you are an Aries, a Capricorn, a Scorpio, or a Virgo, love is going to come very difficultly to you. And that's for a specific reason. The reason why is because we are the four zodiac signs that understand love the best. Whether you have Venus in Virgo, Venus in Scorpio, Venus in Capricorn, Venus in Aries, or you just happen to have those zodiac signs as a sun sign, Venus requires you to know most about love. Because as I said before, Venus is kind of like a figure. Even in mythology, Aphrodite, which is Venus, would oftentimes actually get people to fall in love, but it was actually a it was actually antics to Aphrodite. It was actually amusing to Aphrodite. It wasn't really something where it was meant to be and it was heartfelt. So that's how it is that most relationships actually are today. It's a short-term aphrodisiac, right? There's that term Aphrodite. It's a short-term aphrodisiac, Aphrodite kind of mix, to where most relationships that you actually are going to experience in your life are not actually going to be the long-term relationship that you've been looking for your whole life. So the answer to that is yes and no. Yes, if you can find that person, but no, as for right now, no. And the thing is that it's set up to be like that already. It's set up to be like that. And why it is I'm saying that it's set up to be like that in the first place is due to the fact that it's set up to be like that due to the fact that it actually requires you to really know about love in the first place. So the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords represents you will still have to do some more dating if you are going to find the correct person for you. Because I know that's one of the things that a lot of the Capricorns do not want. The Capricorns don't want to go through their entire life and not knowing what love is, and not being respected, not having money, not being loved. I know that's the 3 fears that Capricorns have, is to not be influential and loved, to be poor, and to not be in love. So, and I'm speaking to you Capricorns. So you Capricorns are in a situation right now where I'm explaining to you how you can achieve that level of love that that a lot of you Capricorns want. How it is that you get it is you have to take into consideration. Don't be so caught up with the type of relationships that you're getting yourselves into right now. And you're not supposed to be caught up with those types of relationships. And the reason why you're not supposed to be caught up with those types of relationships is because, as I said before, most relationships that you actually engage in are not meant to be long term. It's actually meant to be temporary. And the reason why is because they're supposed to be learning experiences so that the time when you actually meet someone that you could potentially be in a very long term inspiring evolutionary relationship, you actually know how to function in that relationship. Here's the thing. It's something to where it's something even in the Kabbalah where it's something called the perfected person, right? So the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords represents you still have some dating to do, Capricorn. You still have some dating to do because you haven't found that person yet. There's the Two of Swords. There's some boundaries that you're going to have to put up. There's some healthy boundaries that you're going to have to put up. Some of you Capricorns may be like, what? Well, first and foremost, don't put yourself out there. Even though Capricorn is known as the scapegoat, don't allow people to scapegoat you. And what I mean by that is don't be in love with somebody. Don't try to be in love. Don't try to be in a relationship with somebody and they're not putting in any kind of effort. If they're not putting in any kind of effort, if they're not evolving with you, then it's a relationship that wasn't necessarily really meant to be. If they can't keep up with you, if they can't evolve with you, if they can't show you that they like you, then it was something where it wasn't your soulmate. Because I know a lot of people ask about the whole soulmate thing, but it wasn't your soulmate. It was a twin flame situation, which is what? Which is it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be long term. That's what a twin flame is. A soulmate is a person that you can end up being in a harmonizing relationship with, where the two of you are focused ultimately on the same goal, which is evolution, and the two of you can also maintain to be in a relationship together where it's long lasting and it's functional. What most people are into today or get themselves caught up into, most people are actually in the tunnels of Set, right? The lovers aspect, as I've talked about before, where it's, let's get into it. So you have the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. You have to learn to be self-sufficient. A lot of you Capricorns are self-sufficient economically, but a lot of you, because we need to be real about this. Otherwise, I can't help you. So you Capricorns, you are strong economically, but if you work at it. But the thing about Capricorn is Capricorn often breaks down or feels very lonely when they are by themselves. Well, you Capricorns have to learn to change your mentality and change your outlook if you're trying to become stronger. And the reason why it is I'm saying that in the first place is because you have to take into consideration that not everybody that you meet is supposed to be your soulmate. Most people, 99% of the people that you meet, especially in a romantic sense, is actually set up for you intentionally to not be your soulmate. And this and the lovers represents the whole tunnels of Set thing that I keep talking about. Most people want to be light magicians where they want a light and fluffy relationship, when in actuality it's really orientated like this. Love is not supposed to be light and fluffy. Love is actually supposed to be intense, and it is work because the two of you have to evolve, because that's what being in a relationship is. the two of you, yes, having fun, having some downtime, relaxing, all of that good stuff. But also, it's about evolution as well from the work aspect. You are supposed to learn how to not only work as a team, but you're also, which is hard enough already, but you're also supposed to learn, my dear Capricorns, how to trust yourself as well as how to grow and evolve within your own self. So there's too many people who love the other person more than they love themselves. And this is something that a lot of you Capricorns may have to work on. You may be a little bit, um, you may lean towards being in a relationship with somebody based upon loving somebody else, but not having any kind of self-love. And that's something where you Capricorns may end up really messing up at, because you Capricorns are really supposed to learn self-love at this point. The Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups now represents this being a situation for you where the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords is about, like I said, creating those boundaries. And people who do not respect those boundaries, it's time for you to actually leave them alone, because they don't respect healthy boundaries. Where those healthy boundaries, what do you like, what don't you like, that's ultimately up to you. That's something that, see the as I said before, the relationships that you go on, the relationships that you get yourself into, Capricorn, they're learning experiences, they're stepping stones, they're building energy so that you can find that significant other. But the lessons are supposed to help you to not only cut through to cut through the BS, the people who are faking and fronting, but it's also supposed to help you to when you get to the soulmate, the person that is built for you, that can last in a relationship with you, you know how to operate because you have your standards set and the things that you want, and you have your restraint set, and you have the things that you will do. But see, a lot of times, even if you were to meet your soulmate, one person is ushering in love, where they're ushering in love because they are ready. They have perfected themselves in one stage, and they're ready to go to the next level. Love, right? Because love will bring you to the next stage beyond, right? This is Go back and watch the video where I talk about love, the science of love. If you haven't, you know what I'm saying, it's a must. If you don't watch the video, you're not gonna know what it is I'm talking about. Too much, at least. You will, maybe, but not too much, because I break down the science and the science of love. But then you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is what you'll have a very difficult time. You'll have a very difficult time being in that situation, because what will have is you'll get yourself into a situation, Capricorn, where you will be in a very tumultuous relationship, where a person may have all of the things that you like as far as looks and finances and things of this nature, but the person will be very difficult to actually interact with because they're disrespectful to you and they treat you like a toy. So in order for you to subvert that, or for you to solve that problem, you have to you have to go through experiences. You have to gain knowledge. You have to gain awareness of what's going on. And then you have to implement it. And once you start to implement it, the universe will move all of the people who are not really built for you actually out of the way. That's the secret. So there has to be practice implemented. There's far too many times people, my dear Capricorns, who come to the comment section, regardless of whatever comment section it is, and will be like, oh, well, let's clarify the lovers, who will be like, oh, well, um, be like, oh, this, that, and the third. And it's like, you're still not ready. Like those people are still not ready because they're still, again, they're not even aware. You understand what I'm saying? Like asleep, like they're still caught up in the illusion still, and the things that they say doesn't even make any sense. So let's clarify the Lovers. The Four of Wands, Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Eight of Cups. The Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, is about some of the things that you should be setting up in a relationship. A real soulmate, long-lasting relationship is the cornerstone of a relationship, like respect, like love, effort. You understand? The Queen of Swords represents, but you Capricorns don't need to be upset. Look at it as enjoyable. Look at it from a perspective of the more you go through, the more lessons you learn, the more you implement it, the closer you actually are towards meeting someone that really is built for you, because you're eliminating through a process all of the people who aren't really built for you up to your speed, because your awareness, you know better now. You know what to look out for. You know what to stay away from. You know what to be attracted to. The Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups represents, and one of the things that a lot of you Capricorns are going to have to learn to not be attracted to is people that are coming back who used to try to get to know. Those people obviously are not your soulmate. They are ultimately twin flames. These are people that you could be with for the time being, right? That fill a void for a particular time, but not a very long particular time. So just take that into consideration, though, Capricorn. All right. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I also provide tarot readings, relationship courses, birth chart readings, as well as wealth courses too. The to you, right, privately. So if you want to, you can contact me through my website. Uh, go look at any of the services that you want. Click donate. It's actually the pay button, but I can't reword it. But click donate. Fill out the information, right? That's appropriate to yourself. And then when I get the cash, what you do is you scroll down to the bottom of the page of my website, and then you put in your name and your email address, what happened, what it is that you would like, and I'll actually call you, give you a reading. Also too, I have an Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading through Instagram, you can do that. You can contact me through my email address, Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Also too, if you like to contact excuse me, if you like to get any of my books, the link to my books are actually in the comment section below as well, along with the link to my Instagram and my website. Trying to make this YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June 2023. As of right now, I'm at 3,691 subscribers. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. You want to see more, right?